Next up, Civic Resource Group talking about CivicAR Augmented Reality, changing the way we see and serve California. Dr. Gregory Curtin, founder and CEO of Civic Resource Group and charter member of the World Economic Forum Council on Future Government, is a leading proponent of and educator around smart citizens, smart governance, and smart cities, and now augmented cities. Having spent many years as a public school teacher, a professor at the University of Southern California, and a municipal government attorney, Dr. Curtin brings deep knowledge and passion for the public sector to his vision for digital governance. Civic Resource Group is one company that is taking augmented reality, a seemingly futuristic phenomenon, to transforming it into a practical solution for the public sector. Without any further ado, Dr. Gregory Curtin.
Thank you. Thanks, Russ. And I'm going to definitely stick with that tip of the spear here. You asked for transformational, and we're going to give you that. Augmented reality, changing the way we see and serve California. So what is augmented reality? You've heard about it, I'm sure. It's been called the next big paradigm shift in computing, tantamount to the same changes that the internet and the smartphone made in computing. You've probably read about some of the new leaders out there in augmented reality. Magic Leap, that secretive Silicon Valley company that just raised $738 million of VC backing, HoloLens, and numerous others that the biggies are all chasing in this augmented reality world. You may have even seen some of it. If you go on YouTube, it's rich with really neat videos of what this augmented reality might be like. Cute dancing elephants in the palms of your hands, flying whales, invading aliens in your office that you can actually target and shoot with your augmented reality device. Really brilliant stuff, truly technically sophisticated stuff, really pushing the envelope of augmented reality in entertainment and gaming, right? What does that have to do with us here? Government transformation. How do we use it? Well, let's break it down. Simply put, augmented reality is about putting powerful data, information, content, displaying it over real-world objects, the actual world we live in, the world you're seeing, the world you work in, the world our citizens navigate every day. And placing that over those objects on the screen of any smart device, wearable device, and devices of the future. Simple but powerful. And what I want to suggest, and we're going to explore this right now, is that there are profound use cases for augmented reality in government and the public sector. So I'm going to ask you all now to kind of sit back, stretch your brains a little bit, and let's put ourselves in that augmented reality world. We've listened to lots of innovative things around paper and forms and web and mobile. Forget all that. We're going into the augmented reality world. Why now? We've got smart infrastructure, smart grids, the Internet of Things, all sorts of sensors being put out there in the environment, more than we can even think of, the long-awaited Internet of Things. Open data. We've just heard a number of speakers talk about open data, and we have some of those leaders right here in the room. It's sweeping the globe at the national, the state, the provincial, the city, the regional, the community level. Data are opening up all around us. Those two things combined now, we're able to start putting together and stitching smart cities, smart solutions, connected and cross-platform solutions to actually deliver really integrated services and experiences to our citizens and allow our workers to work in that kind of environment. And finally, The augmented reality technologies are here. The core augmented reality software, and most importantly, the devices, the things that allow us to be out there in an augmented world and experience that augmented world. Smartphones, tablets, wearables. We'll talk about this a little bit more. So let's go into that augmented world. Again, stretch the minds here. We were asked specifically to transform, think big, disrupt. Let's do that together. So imagine an augmented world where our mobile workers, our workforce, our California workforce, can efficiently and safely serve wherever, whenever, and however they choose and need to. There are over 6.4 billion, that's with a B, billion connected things already in 2016. Estimates are 5 to 10 times that number just in the next 4 to 5 years. It's mind-boggling, those connected things. But imagine our workers being able to be out there and servicing, maintaining all of those connected things via augmented reality that's connecting real-time data to wherever they are. Imagine those same workers now being able to see, and we put see in quotations, in that augmented world, being able to see everything they're doing and see everything they need to do their jobs efficiently. This is critical because research is showing that when information is brought into your peripheral view as a worker, we're seeing upwards of 30% efficiency increases. 30%, that's huge. So imagine being able to put in those workers' hands the visualization of the specifications, the mappings, the diagrams, the manuals, the training, potentially even expert advice from the headquarters. We've really now transformed that mobile workers' world. Imagine an augmented world where citizens can interact and engage with us anytime, anywhere. That's one of the big themes of this conference. Hey, citizen, stand over here and take a look at what that new bridge is going to look like. Do you like it? How about the new road that's going to come through your town? The new transit station, the high-speed rail coming through California. That's real engagement and interaction. Now that citizen, that business owner, our kids, the students, can actually see, feel, interact with that future and tell us how they feel and maybe share it with friends. This is the augmented world that we'll be living in soon. Imagine an augmented California where our workers can be out there maintaining, taking care of our great natural resources throughout the state. Being out there in the environment in real time, identifying what needs to be maintained, what needs to be taken care of, what needs to be extended, reporting back to headquarters. Again, throw out the pads, the pencils. This is happening in real time as our workforce experiences the world around them. And our same citizens, visitors, travelers can also experience those same natural resources in real time with the same data, the same information that's being fed and preserved out there for the workers. And maybe then those citizens and visitors actually become part of that maintenance, right? Our citizen workforce reporting what needs to be cleaned, maintained, and ideas for new things to do. It's here. I want to make sure you understand while we're stretching our minds and thinking about this, it's here. We can do this right now. In our data-rich, and I say that in this room, everybody in this room, think about the data store, the data troves you have sitting right now, potentially under a desk, in an Excel file, in the castle keep we had a discussion over here, that dark data, that lazy data, those data museums that all we need to do is surface them, unearth them, expose them to the world, and let augmented reality bring them to our workers, our citizens, our visitors. Contextual. Augmented reality is all about how we, as workers, as citizens, move through the world. Augmented reality is contextual, visual, even visceral. That's how we navigate the world. That's how we live our lives. And dynamic. Augmented reality really is changing the way we see and the way we serve California. In this brief time, we've only been able to go through just a few use cases, powerful use cases. But in this room, representing all the various departments, agencies, and the like, think about how this kind of new technology that's very accessible can be used. Public health, education, transportation, planning, and so on and so forth. I encourage you to start thinking about how you really can transform government. Not simply do it different or better, but we've been challenged and asked to think about how we transform the way we provide public services and the way we interact with citizens. And again, augmented reality is here. Is California ready? It's for you to answer. And I'm here to help. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Curtin.